I'm Bailey Parnell, and I'm going to talk to you about the unintended consequences social media is having on your mental health. I'm going to show you what's stressing you out every day, what it's doing to you, and how you can craft a better experience for yourself online.
Well, we live in such a highly strung society. There are messages being bombarded to us every single day that I'm sure certainly impact our mental well-being. So it's really important for me to be spending time outdoors. I don't know about you, but when I'm fishing, it always has the ability to allow my mind to almost relax, forget about the stresses and strains of life and what's going on in the world, and just focus on what's in front of me. I guess that's called living in the moment. And one trip I'm really looking forward to is a trip in a couple of weeks' time to go and see a friend of mine, Finn Lewis, who's got a boat on a canal up near Essex. Now on this canal there are some crusty old carp. They're not big by today's standards, but what they lack in size they certainly make up for in character, and what's more, they live in a really unique location. Now, as you'll hopefully get to see, the canal that I'm going to be fishing runs alongside a river, but that canal is only one lock gate away from the seaside. It opens up into the estuary and it's brackish salt water. Really unique, really unusual. I've never fished a location like it, so I really can't wait. One thing that I am going to do though in advance is send Finn some bait to put into a couple of areas, because anyone that knows the power of pre-baiting will know you can almost train the fish to your areas. I mean, I've got 24 hours. Now, if I was just to turn up with no pre-baited areas, I'd have to probably track down these nomadic carp, and I might be lucky, I might bump into one or two, but I know full well if I can get a bit of bait established in some areas, with a bit of luck, by the time we get there, those carp will have had plenty of free meals, which will certainly stack the odds in my favour. Now, anyone that's ever met Finn will know how positive he is, loves spending time with positive people, and what's more, Finn is a man of nature. He's so obsessed around nature that he's got most of the British birds tattooed all over his body, which is fascinating to see. So I can't wait to spend some time with Finn. Positive people are good for your mental health. Being outside is even better, and hopefully catching a canal carp or two will be just the tonic I need.
I was getting so worried then, I was about to say, right, let's go. Engine's dead. It's that little switch there, I never change it. And last week when I was float fishing, I sat there playing with it. And I must have kept it off.
Mate, we're away, let's go.
This is the way to do it, mate. Little cruise upriver on the boat, go and find them. We're gonna have to get off in a minute and have a little walkabout just so we keep a bit more quiet. But to have this is like a home that you can take anywhere. All your bits are on it. It's like a Swiss Army boat. You alright? How you doing? You alright? Yeah, it's lovely.
Mate, great. What's the plan then? We're just going to go and find a couple of quiet spots, Finn, and try and locate a carp or two.
Couple quiet spots. Sit there for the day. Nothing happens, go to the next spot. Like I said, we've got plenty of bits primed, so there's always an opportunity. As long as you put in like a bit of effort, you can reap rewards. So
okay, mate. I'll let you focus on the driving, because last thing you want to do is have a bump before you've even got started.
Let's come and have a look. Right, we're just about to go upriver, ain't we, Mike?
Yes, mate, and look at the state of me. I look like short circuit Johnny 5, man who wears glasses, modern day problems. Whoop. But I hope, mate, looking how I'm dressed, the classic saying, we're gonna need a bigger boat.
We are going to need a bigger boat for sure. Let's go do it.
Ready? Let's go for it. Yeah, man. Let's go for it. nice big heavy lead, dropping it off the tip so I can donk it around, find the right area, and with a bit of luck that will do a bite. Well, that's one rod really in close, just off the jetty. Finn tells me they literally creep under the boat or underneath the jetty stands, so it feels strange just dropping it off the tip. But you can see why they creep in there. It's nice and quiet. They don't get attention from anglers, and yeah, with a bit of bait that Finn's been putting in over the last couple of weeks, you never know. So we've got one more rod, and we're just going to paste this one down the bank on a separate bank stick, and we're going to sit back and watch the wildlife and watch the day unfold in the beautiful English countryside. Well, what's really interesting, and I've fallen foul to this before, I'm putting baits out and I'm watching rudd suck it in their mouth. They're too small to eat it, but then they scoot it off the spot. So it's really interesting when you're putting bait out and you've got a lot of silverfish. I'm already seeing rudd suck a boilie and almost like suck it into their lips and scoot off the spot. So it'll probably be dropped, I don't know, 6 or 7 foot off to the spot. So I'm not sure I'm going to do about that, but I'm going to try and pick out the bigger bits and get them down to the bottom. Mate, that looks carpy, doesn't it? Looks like it's carp.
That's carp all day long.
It is.
Yeah, that is 100% carp.
Right, let's get back.
Sorry, mate.
Thank you very much, cheers.
Well, fingers crossed we get it in first.
Yeah, I'm not holding out much hope because this one is yeah. I think he's off, mate.
Well done, Mike. Come on, man.
There's a microphone on Phil.
Yeah.
Oh.
Come on. Nice comment.
Yeah, he's giving me a merry old dance here, Finn. Isn't he?
Yeah. How you doing? You alright? I thought you were talking to me then. More in for you, it's funny, look.
Hang on, Finn. No.
Gone out with the net.
I'm alright actually. I'll as soon as he gets his back and getting his head up really,
which is when his head's up and he's beaten, it should be alright.
Yes.
Yes.
Like, yes.
Yes, man.
Yes. Spud. Yes.
Thank you very much, mate. That's a very kind gesture to stop the motor. Because if you had gone across, I reckon you'd have chopped the. Come on in, have a look. Yeah, come on in, yeah.
Alright, you're on camera, wave, guys. Wicked.
Thank you very much, mate. Bye bye. Oh, mate.
Happy days.
That is
Look,
fishtail
look all my hat and my
adventures.
sunglasses after running. Look like a 90s chav.
That was literally half an hour.
Half hour, and we're just sitting there. I'm all getting like and ahhing, thinking, oh, are they here? Are they not?
Oh, that was a battle royale, mate. I'm going to go back to the boat and get the sling, some cameras, an hooking mat. Oh, mate, I'm just blown away. That's so quick.
At first, because we kept getting them bleeps, we thought it was the rudd mucking about, didn't we?
Yeah, yeah.
And me and you both said we won't go after any bleeps. We'll wait for that one toner to happen. And sure enough, it was like did. Wee!
Right.
There we are. Perfect. Get that out of the way. And you can get to admire.
Look at that.
Look at that. 20, what was it? 2310 of lovely Canal, river, common.
Lovely. Well done, Mike.
Mate,
that is amazing.
That's great, isn't it? That's exactly what we wanted. And all this structure in the background, all the boats, all the rotten wood, just adds a little bit to the adventure. Excellent.
There you go.
Yes. Mate, that is amazing. Thank you. Ooh, fell down here. Well, we skipped the rods in, and it is time for a leisurely stroll down to the top end of the canal, and we're going to stop and have a celebratory pint of cider and discuss our next tactics for another carp. What are you saying, Finn?
Sounds perfect.
Mate, a nice cold cider will get down a treat, wouldn't
Oh, lovely. It's just what we need right now, that.
it? Perfect. Right. Oh, life feels good right now. With one so soon, mate. That's target achieved. Anything after this is a bit of a bonus.
100%. Don't mean that the foot's off the gas though, does it?
Yeah.
I know we're going through this quick cider, but it's game on as soon as we get back. Because there's one right there.
Is it?
There's one there right there.
Where?
With a white tip.
Yes.
I caught that the other
Yes.
week. I caught that the other week.
Yes, I can see it. There's one just here. You're not going to be able to see it. He just sat under the lilies. He's got some white tips on him. I don't know if you can see if I put a... No, probably not. I'll try and put my glasses over the lens, see what you can see. Not so sure, but he's definitely there, Finn, isn't he?
Yeah, look,
He's just there, just gliding out the other side of the boats. So it's looking good for this evening.
There's another one here. There's another one
Is
deep there. Look, just turned.
Yeah, yeah,
Look,
yeah,
look.
yeah. Oh, wicked. They're here. This is looking great for a fish tonight, Finn, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, 100%. Yeah, this is game on.
Perfect.
You don't like to guarantee a fish, but fingers crossed.
Yeah. It'd be good to play one off the boat.
Come down in deep. All some of the pre-baits off the other side of this boat.
Right. Well, cheers, mate. Thanks very much. That is an afternoon well spent. But I must admit, mate, it feels a bit weird because I feel like, I don't know. I was once catching carp in fresh water and a few hundred yards. Yeah.
We're at the sea now. Seaside.
Yeah. Mate, we should have a little punnet of like cockles and winkles or something and sit here and admire the sea because, like I've always said, it feels really strange catching carp when you're one lock away from salt water. But yeah, bizarre. What a unique place. Finished this, I didn't have a cider in the end, I had a Coke to quench the thirst. Then we're going to get back and have a look at what the plan is for this afternoon and this evening. But yes, what a lovely place. Well, the day's whizzed by in a bit of a blur. As you can see, we're back on the boat. Unfortunately, where we caught that fish from earlier on, it went really quiet, and no surprise, because it was a bit of a battle royale in amongst all the pads, and we made a bit of commotion. So as you would have seen, we stopped for a cider and a cheeseburger from the local cafe. But we're back on the boat, and the boat's going to be on the move in a minute. Finn's going to sort of manoeuvre us back out of our moorings and go up canal a little bit, up river a little bit, to moor for tonight, and try to drop some rigs on some other pre-baited spots. Finn's just tying some rigs, and yeah, we're getting the old hurricane lamp ready for later, because that's going to be our sort of source of light. And we're going to sit back, embrace a lovely evening on the canal, light the barbie, and yeah, toast our first, well, my first canal capture from Essex.
We'll go a bit further down. Lovely, mate. Perfect.
Yes, that is a bite. You can sense it. The old sea captain legs are giving me the wobble, but I managed to get the rod out on the spot. So yeah, let's get that sunk and get back in this boat, because it's absolutely pissing down with rain. Well, the weather had taken a turn for the worse. Sadly, the rain was starting to come down pretty torrentially by now, and although I'd had one rod out, I had to get another two on the spot. So Finn kicked off the evening by lighting the hurricane lamp, and I managed to rustle two rigs together with my favourite presentation. On this occasion, it was half a Cremino bottom bait with a real stinky scent from heaven pop up on top. With all three rods in position, we managed to pull the rain cover over the back of the boat, which gave me just a small window to stick the tips out of. And as we sat back, it was time for dinner, and I got the burgers on while I listened to the rain pitter-pattering on the canvas wrap. But as the night drew in, I started to get the odd liner, and what was evident is that the fish were in the area. The bobbins were lifting up and down, and it was no surprise shortly after one pulled up tight and out the clip. Mate, that is pristine. Look at that.
Look at the mottled face.
Look at the mouth, Finn. Let's have a look at the mouth. Mate, that is incredible. I feel very, very privileged, mate, to have caught that one.
Lovely, look at it.
Excellent, mate. Look at that.
22.2?
22 and a bit.
No, I think that says 52.
Yeah. Mate, awesome. That is another very special capture. Well, we've got the rods out, and it's just started to get dark. You can see the autumn's coming in. And just as we finished our dinner, one rod's pulled up tight. I thought it was a bream take, but me, Toby and Finn soon realised it was a carp as it went absolutely berserk under the boat. But that is our prize. And it's another £20 common. I feel really privileged to be catching these. It's pitch black now, and what a really great result. We've got the whole night ahead of us. Who knows, we might be holding another one by morning.
Well done, Toes. It's probably on upside down, that's why. Oh yeah. That's sick.
Well, it's time to kick back and relax in the boat. I'm absolutely shattered. Today started as a 5 o'clock start. The drive here, as I said, was long, but we've caught a couple of carp and it's mission accomplished. So we've had a couple of ciders, ate well, and Finn's just lying next to me now. It's time to kick back, take the shoes off, relax, and yeah, take in what's happened today. It's been a fantastic day on the boat. Thoroughly enjoyed myself. But it's time for the old hurricane lamp just over there to slowly dwindle out, be turned off, because I need some sleep. So with a bit of luck, I may have a carp to show you in the morning. Feels good. The rain's pitter-pattering on the top of the boat, but for the time being, sleep is needed. Well, got a cup of tea here for you, Finn. Well, coffee, strong one, mate. So as soon as I've just finished this little bit, we'll get some caffeine in our lives because we need it. It has been absolutely mental. I've lost track of how many fish I've caught. It's been a session of a lifetime, and that's massive thanks to Finn and the boat, Fishtail Adventures. You know, without Finn's preparation with the week that I sent some bait up for him to sort of pre-bait some spots, this definitely wouldn't have been possible. I reckon we have had about 10 fish this morning, all kicked off just at first light, and it has not stopped. Now I'm not going to be surprised if one of those rods don't pull up tight now and literally rip off, because it has literally been every 5 minutes we've got a nice carp in the net. I've run out of sacks, I've ran out of retainers, we've ran out of nets, we've got them all to sort out now just on the bank behind us. So strong coffee, massive smile, beautiful sunrise, and a load of carp, a load of really special canal carp. So life feels really good. Well, that's a really good sign. That is a sign of a good night's angling. Finn has prepped this bait prior to my arrival. I think that's Atlantic heat there, Finn, with krill and loads of oils, isn't it, mate? Yeah, so it's there, and as you can see, they are oozing with attraction. And if you break one open, they're just really soft. Really soft. They just can't seem to get enough of them. So yeah, that bucket was full up yesterday, so they've got through some bait. Well, we're having to ship carp out of nets really quickly. You would have seen me land one in a Finn's match net because we just ran out of nets. So that's the stamp of the carp we're catching. This one's going back because we've got bigger to show you in a bit, but that is such a cool carp. They're grey, steely, old, kind of canal river carp. And they have kept us awake all night, but what a morning. Let's get you back. Mate, we are both looking jaded, mate.
It's all a bit much, isn't it?
Oh, mate, it's too many carp.
Second cup of coffee this morning.
Yeah, brilliant.
Needed.
Mate. I could easily kick back in that boat and have a sleep for the rest of the afternoon.
No rest for the wicked, man. We've got all them carp to sort out on the bank.
And then I got to drive home to Bristol, soaking wet, stinking of carp.
I'll have a little kip while you're driving home.
Oh, thanks for that, mate. Cheers. Right then, we got net 1, net 2. Net 3, we've got a sack there, and a sack there. All those rods have gone off in the last hour and a half, 2 hours, and now it's time to sort them all out, because we've got some absolute gems in here. Look at him, gnarly old character. Well, if memory serves me correctly, this is a really cool one. Don't know how big it is, so I'm going to weigh it. It's got a real gnarly old fin on it. Well, Finn recognises this one, and it's called shark fin. And look at that. Look at that. That's exactly what I came for. Gnarly old canal mirror. Look at the pearly scales, Finn. Look at these. Look at this. Mental, crazy cool carp, that. He's so dark. He actually reminds me of Choco, an old mirror from Oxford in Stoneacres. Look at that. How's that on the camera, Finn?
Nothing left.
Yes. Look at that. Well, a quick look at the other side. It'd be cruel not to admire that side, because that is an amazing fish. From anywhere, but to catch it from a canal feels extra special. Well, slipping those fish back, it was starting to sink in. The carp that I'd caught this morning really were incredible creatures, but as I took a glance round, what was evident is the world was waking up around me. And although I had a few more fish still to sort out, the towpath was becoming busier and everyone was about to kickstart their normal daily routines. I, on the other hand, was still in my euphoric bubble of carp fishing bliss. Look at that one. I don't know which is my favourite. I really don't. I have no idea which one my favourite is. They're all special carp, and that is just another very, very special fish. Just a quick look at the other side, because we still got more to come. Well, it's a quick farewell and a thank you. In amongst all the boats, the lily pads, the madness that is a canal. Oh, no, through there, there you go. Oh, there's a couple more to go. I'm bloody knackered. Hope you got a good breakfast, Finn, because I'm starving. I'm literally running on empty. Right, should we go again?
Again.
Look at the size of that peck. That is insane. It looks like a rudder. No wonder it tore us around the boat. That is definitely perfect tonic for when we said we'll need a bigger boat. Every single carp would have made my trip, but to catch so many of them, to catch so many nice ones, it's just, I just don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Well, how fortunate was I? I still had one incredible carp to get out and admire and take some pictures of to capture that memory. And the last 24 hours, I'd hardly picked up my phone at all. Sometimes, well, most of the time I would say, the phone is pretty governing on life. It sucks you in, you get involved in the scroll. Everything I seem to do these days revolves around my phone. If it's not banking, it's a little bit of engagement on social media, it's scrolling Google, it has that ability to suck you in and lose hours of your life.
I was distracted in conversation. I was seeing these gorgeous sights Jasper had to offer, and my first reaction was to take out my phone and post it on social.
But for the last 24 hours, that phone was in the rucksack and I didn't touch it at all. Such a wonderful feeling to be disconnected for a little while and just to give myself a bit of a break. But as always, and all good things come to an end, the world was waking up around me, and sadly, I was just about to jump out of carp fishing bliss, my little bubble, back into the rat race. There was one more carp to admire, and it was time to get him out. The final piece in the Canal jigsaw that makes up an incredible session, and one I'll never forget. Thank you, Finn. Thank you very much, mate, for making it extra special. The laughs and a few carp like this, they've made it incredible. Mate, look at the state of me. I look like a tramp from the canal. I'm soaked through. My jogging bottoms are literally wringing wet. I've got no socks on. I've got nets, mats, slings everywhere. But give me spuds, man, because that, I don't care about any of that. That's what matters. What a session, mate. What a session. Let's get this show on the road, shall we? Wrap stuff up.
Well done, Mike. You have outdone yourself, haven't you?
Mate, breakfast, isn't it?
Breakfast.
Big bacon roll, mushrooms on me.
100%.
Mate, let's do it. That's brilliant. Needed that, mate?
Yeah.
100%. Silly cow.
I said goodbye to Doris, and Finn took his final voyage back down to the moorings, where he was going to unload the boat, possibly do a bit of fishing himself. See you later, mate.
Nice
Thank you very much.
Mike.
It's been an absolute pleasure.
Be back soon, wouldn't you?
Mate, I can't wait. The old pirate is now going to make his voyage down to his moorings and yeah, get back to some sort of normality. Mate, thank you very much.
See you later, mate.
Adios, man.
See you later, mate.
Me, on the other hand, I was just about to jump back into reality, and a 3-hour journey down the motorway was certainly going to shock me back into normality. But with a memory card full of incredible carp, I drove home that day with a massive smile on my face.